Hello and very welcome. I'm super excited to show you my first VST synth. It's called the Reecer and it's designed for electronic music specifically and contains 3 oscillators. That means 2 oscillators here and a sub oscillator. You also have 29 filters with a lot of emulation of old filters like MS-20 from Korg or Moog filter, which is really nice. In addition, you have also a modulation system, so you can actually modulate every parameters you have on the synth with each other, so to say. You have an interesting distortion panel with 4 distortion modules with different kind of algorithm. Also, you can change if they are in serial or parallel. You have a Morph EQ, which is a great tool to have further modulation in the frequency bandwidth, which is nice. Let me quickly show you what I mean with that. So let's say these are just 2 basic saw oscillators. By the way, within the oscillators you have 14 different waveforms. You have basic shapes like saw, square, pulse and sine, of course, but also some phase distortion from the original Casio and also wavetable. In this case I chose the Harmonic Series in order to create these foghorns. So once you click on that, you see it changes here to wavetable and you can scroll through the wavetable position as well. But let's go back to saw. And let's go for detune to have a kind of respace. And let's say we want to modulate with the Morph EQ, so you just can click this on, which is already activated, and then you can change the gain here and the start frequency and the end frequency, and once you change the speed here, it starts moving. Which is of course super nice. Then there's the effect board with chorus, phaser, flanger, some basic bud and spreader effects, delay, but also in addition a frequency shifter, which is super nice. You can also route this in serial or parallel and you can make some really weird presets and sounds with that. Reverb and of course a compressor at the end. And then there's something which is also, I think, very unique. I think I haven't seen it with other synthesizers so far. Let me go here to detune. So you can split the nose. I mean, for Bitwig users that's nothing too crazy because in Bitwig you can do this pretty easily, but here it's inside the synth already. So you can change the octaves. But also if you activate those, the note signal gets splitted and more notes get activated. And if I change the pitch here, for example, +7 and an octave, +12, I have a chord. Also, the synth provides many chord presets, for example, minor. Or let's say, I mean, there's lots of crazy nice chords. Super saw, for example. For house, it's very cool. Also some very weird ones. Yeah, so you can play around with that as well. So let me quickly turn that off. And also there's in addition a composition tab. And what that means is you can change or select a certain kind of mood you want to provide, let's say sad. You can change the root note, the number of chords you want to generate, and based on that moods you can generate chords. If I now hit generate, you see chords are here in this editor. You can also change here chords as you want. Also, there's a lot of presets from different kind of styles and also a music genre, because you can also add bass patterns. So if you now I just generate bass, and then you can see here the bass note got also added, and melodies, also melodies, and arps, also arps. And then you can easily drag and drop to your DAW like this, and there you have it. I think it's super nice, and yeah, it can give you some additional ideas. You can also change melody patterns. There's plenty of different kind of presets. Yeah, so you can play around with that as well. And in last but not least, there's the performance tab. Here you can assign those macros with different targets. You can target everything here, or we can go to M2, and everything which is assigned will be shown here below. You see now, you can see those are now added, and also I can change here. Once I change, it's also changed here. I think it's pretty convenient the way you can easily map your macros for live performance, for example. And there's also a settings tab where you can change noise from white noise, pink and brown noise. Also there's an analog drift for vintage character. You can play around with that as well. Also here you can change filter key track and change, of course, if you want to oversample. And here with this you can change the octave of the sub oscillator, so the third oscillator from the front panel here, which is this one. Yeah, I mean, today I'm going into beta phase with this, so don't expect that everything is working. I think there are plenty of bugs which I'm not aware of, so I really would love if you could use it and give me feedback, also provide bugs. First of all, I'll show you how you can grab it. So I also founded a new brand which is called Kreuzberg Audio, where I will be providing more instruments in the future. Just click here and then you see the Reecer Synth, and once downloaded there will be a serial number provided. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, about 10 minutes, something like that. So please take the time, and then you can just paste the serial number, and then you have an NFR version for the period of the beta phase. And if you want to provide bugs or presets, you can do that here. So there's a bug tracker, and you can just provide bugs here. And again, if you want to contribute presets, you are more than welcome to do this, and I will definitely review all the presets, and if they are cool and end up in the final version, you will have NFR version for free forever. So yeah, I hope you like the synth and have some fun with it, play with it, report bugs, make presets. I'm super happy for every comment and every feedback. So yeah, looking forward to that one. Thanks a lot and see you later. Bye bye.